Lesson 29 today. We are going to start with the root leg. Can somebody please tell me what does leg mean based on your book pages? So leg means law. Okay. So with that, we have the words illegitimate, legalistic, legalize, legislative, legislature, and privilege. Okay. So Mr. McMurphy's company appeared to be legal. He had all the contracts, licenses, and financial records that were required by law. However, any honest lawyer who looked at McMurphy's records with a legalistic eye, an eye for the law, would find that many of the documents were fake. So let's start with that. What does legalistic mean? So legalistic means you are strictly following the law/rules, okay? So McMurphy's business was actually illegitimate, though his company was not legal. So what does illegitimate mean? Basically, all illegitimate means is it's not according to the law or rules. So it's not legal, it's not following the law, okay? Though his company was not legal, it took a legislative action by lawmakers to put Murphy out of business. So what do you think a legislative action is? So legislative, okay, is anybody that's involved with making the laws, okay? So the group of lawmakers in the national legislature decided to legalize the use of high-tech snooping devices to use in investigations. So let's start with a legislature. Well, if legislative is making the laws, who would the legislature be? Okay, so the legislature is the person or the group of people who are actually making the laws. So the word legalize, all that means is to make legal. You're making something legal. As soon as Congress made them lawful, the FBI used their new privilege, this new special right, to get enough proof to end McMurphy's business. So what does the word privilege mean? So a privilege is a special right or a favor, okay? So an example of a privilege versus something that you have to have would be your cell phone. It's a privilege for you to have that. That's not something that you have to live, okay? So privilege would be a special right, advantage, okay, or a favor. And I'm going to put in parentheses, it was originally granted by law. Now, everyday life, just because you have a phone doesn't mean it's the law that you should have a phone, okay? So privilege is just something extra, something special that you have. Okay, jur, jud, and just. What do those three roots mean? Okay, they also mean law. Would help if I could type. Okay, so with that, we have injure, judicial, judicious, jurisdiction, justify, and perjury. Okay? Okay, because he broke federal laws, Mr. McMurphy's case came under the jurisdiction or the control of the Ninth Federal Circuit Court where his trial took place. So, what does it mean if it's somebody's jurisdiction? It's the legal right or power to give out justice. Basically, it's law enforcement's specific area they patrol, okay? So, we're going to write this. Legal right or power to give out justice. And then in parentheses, I'm going to put law enforcement's area they patrol and can intervene. Okay. At the trial, McMurphy swore that he had never injured anyone. So what does it mean? Injure. What does that mean? So injure means hurt, okay? And here's how it relates. It is illegal, okay, against the law to injure another being on purpose. You have so hurt people. Don't lie in court, Mr. McMurphy, or you'll add perjury to your other crimes, said Judge Fairplay. What's it mean if you commit perjury? Okay, basically all this is lying under oath. So when you swear to tell the truth and you lie in court, that's against the law. You can't justify your actions by explaining them away. So when you forget to do your homework and you try to justify the fact that your homework's not done, what are you doing? So you are you're making an excuse, but basically all it is, giving a good reason, okay? Here's how the legal thing fits in. You're legally right. It's okay because legally it's not against the law, okay? Everyday life, though, justified just means giving a good reason. What's the word judicial mean? Think of you have the legislative branch, the executive branch, and then the judicial branch. What does the judicial branch do? Yeah, your judicial branch deals with your judges, your courts. They're the ones that hand out justice, okay? Deals with judges, courts. They hand out the justice. No, Mr. McMurphy, replied Judge Fairplay. I have made a careful, fair, judicious decision. So what do you think a judicious decision would be? So, I put this in the wrong spot. Okay. Okay, judicious means you're showing good judgment, okay? A lawful decision. Here is what you're doing for your assignment today. Under Schoology, the Vocab Lesson 29 assignment, we've done this 100 times this year. You're going to tell me the meaning of the root. You're going to draw a picture. You're going to find 4 extra words that are not on the list I gave you, okay? Then you're going to pick 2 words from the list we did, and you are going to use those in 2 different sentences. We need to know that you know what the root and what the words mean. Same thing for jur, jud, and just. Now, at the bottom, if you would like extra credit, you're picking 2 words from either list. You're going to use 1 word in a question, not a sentence, a question. use the other word to answer your question that you made. Okay? You have the rest of the class? No, that's a lie. You have the first half to work on this. Okay? And we need these turned in by tomorrow at midnight.